Hi folks, hope you're all doing well. This video has been long overdue. I actually meant to do it in September when I come back from the States, and I've not got around yet. So yeah, my apologies on the late delivery of the video. So, as some as you know, when I was over in America, I managed to bring back some things. So I basically never brought any of my clothes back and filled a suitcase with prepper stuff. Now, the reasons for that are pretty simple, really. That 48-hour, four-person emergency food supply, I paid $27 for it, so call that 23 quid. If I was to buy it here, the cheapest I can find, it's £43, right? But it's 85 quid to get it delivered from the States. It's just crazy. It's absolutely bonkers. So I bought 3 of the 48-hour supplies, one of the 72s, 6 tins of assorted stuff, banana chips, onions, potato shreds, I think they say over there. So I bought some things. Now the box, what it says, it contains 10,910 calories. So that works out 1,364 calories per person per day. If you're doing a lot of activity, if it's winter time, you're burning a lot of calories. Might not be enough for most people, might be fine for others. But it's worth pointing out these things, the freeze-dried foods, when they come out, I've reviewed a few, including Mountain House and various other ones, and they all tend to look the same. Powdery, nasty, and taste varies. And that's been generous to some of them, taste varies. So I've never tried these ones. Any reviews I've seen, I've not seen any in the UK yet. There's probably a good reason for that, because they're too bloody expensive to bring over. I'm curious. So they all tend to go the same sort of way. It's powdery things. What I would say is this is definitely catered for the American palate. So content-wise, what we have, creamy potato soup, buttermilk pancakes, maple brown sugar oatmeal, elbow macaroni, 2 of them, creamy chicken flavoured rice. So there's 2 of the cream chicken flavoured rice things, and we have 1 cheese powder. So yeah, I've got to be honest, I probably wouldn't eat most of this, even if it was a disaster. It's not my cup of tea at all. But that being said, let's crack open a few, have a look at them, cook them up and see how they taste. So now we're going to do the creamy potato soup. The instructions on it are, if you're mixing up all of it, it works out about 2.5 litres of water. So I'm going to adjust that down for a couple of cups worth, couple of servings worth. And in the packet, it says you've got to take out the oxygen, get that word out, oxygen absorber, and then pour the contents in and stir for 10 to 15 minutes. So kettle's boiled. I'm just going to cut this open and we'll try it. Okay, and goes the old burny water. Cool. Right. The old soup mix. Right. And a little whisk. It has to be said, I feel like the chef out of the Muppets. All I need is a chicken and I can say, birdie, birdie. So I think that's enough just now. We'll give that 10 to 15 minutes, stirring occasionally, and we'll come back and have a look. Okay, that's the soup done. Let's get this puppy into the bowl. So I've made 2 servings basically. Now, will it be absolutely disgusting or relatively palatable? Who can tell? Let's have a look. Well, it smells okay. Tastes fine. Yep. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm the world's biggest fan of potato soup, but I could certainly eat that. It's got some texture to it. There is definitely lumps of vegetable in there. Tastes like kind of parsley as well as the chunks of potato. Don't know how well you can see that, but it's not a watery soup by any stretch of the imaginations. And you could water that down more if you really wanted to or had to, depending on what your taste was. So, 2 seconds, I'm going to try some more. It's quite tasty. So, yep, the soup's fine. I could eat the soup. Let us try what I'm going to try next. Let's try. Will we go for the creamy chicken flavoured rice? Yeah, let's do that. Let's try it. Okay, now it's time for the creamy chicken flavoured rice. Okay. Let's hunt the oxygen absorber as well. Where could it be? Is it in there? Nope. That's good. They're too chewy, those oxygen absorbers anyway. I don't fancy eating one of them. Looks okay. Let's get it back on the heat. Up to medium. And stir it up. So again, similar to the soup, the chicken flavoured rice, it says 15 to 20 minutes. So I will dilute or add more to taste, depending on how it goes. And we'll come back when it's ready to chow down on. Okay, that's the creamy chicken flavoured rice stuff. Let's slop that stuff back in there and see what it tastes like. Yeah, doesn't that look absolutely appetising? Right, let's try it. Now, I got the times wrong. It was actually 20 to 25 minutes after boiled and then resting for 5 to 8 minutes. So, let's try it. Needs longer. So, it needs longer in the water. The rice hasn't absorbed enough yet, so I've been a bit premature taking it off. The rice is a little bit hard, it's not absorbed enough water yet. That being said, apart from my poor cooking and following instructions, it tastes okay. I could eat that. Consistency wise, it's alright. It's no, that's what it is. It's freeze dried rice with flavouring, so it's tastes okay. If I was being honest, it pretty much tastes like the creamy potato soup that I've just eaten. So it pretty much tastes like that if I'm being brutally honest. It doesn't taste like chicken per se. It tastes exactly like the soup. So I don't know if that's because I use similar flavourings or whatever. But yeah, it's fine. Just needs longer to soak in the water. That's no reflection on the product. That's just my poor cooking and following instructions. So I think next, I might try the maple brown sugar oatmeal. Let's see what that's like. This one should be quite quick. Remove the oxygen absorber, shake the pouch, stir it into some boiling water, and reduce to medium heat. Cook for 2 minutes, stirring frequently, and rest for 3. So yeah, okay, let's do that. Now, fair disclosure, I don't like oatmeal and I don't like brown sugar. And I once had a hamster, and for some strange reason, this reminds me of its cage. Sure it'll taste fine though. Let's try it. What could go wrong? Right. I'll stick this on some heat and I'll try this oatmeal that I so crave and give you an honest opinion. Okay, here's the oatmeal and brown sugar. In the bowl we go. Right, let's have a little taste. Smells very sweet. Very, very sweet. Texture's good. Strong smell. It's not a very strong taste. Actually smells stronger than it tastes, if I'm being honest. I don't particularly like oatmeal, and I don't particularly like brown sugar, but I could actually eat that if I had to. For the record, I won't be at the moment because I don't actually like oatmeal or brown sugar, but I could eat that. Taste, 6 out of 10. Consistency, probably about the same. Yeah, that's all right. I think we will go to the buttermilk pancakes next. Alright, let's clean this stuff away and get some pancakes made. Okay, pancakes made. The pancake mix. Let's get that right. So, like every other generic pancake mix, we just add in some water, give it a little stir. Just waiting for some butter melting in the pan. I don't think the oxygen absorber is going to add to the taste. So I'm going to whisk this up, fire in some pancakes, let it sear them, and then we'll taste test them. Alright. Okay, that's a couple of pancakes I've made. So let's try them with some good old maple syrup. Slap that on there. Liberal dose. Since it's 1 o'clock in the morning, get the calories in. Finish off the old heart attack. Does that not look lovely, eh? Yeah, very tasty. Pancakes are a winner. Just a second taste test to make sure. Yeah, nice. Taste wise, again, 6. Consistency, everything else. I'm going 6 across the board for everything. So yeah, success. I think we'll do the macaroni and cheese now. That's the elbow macaroni in. I'll get that done, get that prepared, and then we'll make up the cheese powder sauce. Woohoo. Right, let's try it. Okie dokie, that's the macaroni done. Cheese sauce is made up. It's in a bowl. I mean, it's macaroni and cheese. You really can't go wrong with that. Let's have a little try. Oh, it's toasty hot. Tastes good. I think I've been honest, because I didn't actually bother to read the instructions that well. I've probably added a little too much water to the sauce. It could have been doing me being a bit thicker, but certainly the taste's fine. Again, that's no reflection on the product. It's more the fact that it's like 1 o'clock in the morning and I'm standing doing this and I'm getting tired and can't really be bothered now. So, well, that's tasty. Mac and cheese, staple for everybody. So, that's all the food being done. I'm just going to do a quick overview and conclusions on it and some thoughts. That's the taste test done, as it were. It's worth mentioning, right, from the get-go, that these things are for when it's an emergency. It might not necessarily be what you would choose to eat. And it's certainly not, the contents of that one in particular weren't particularly for my palate or taste. However, I could eat all of it. The content was fine. For the price point, 4 people for 48 hours, for what I paid for it, yeah, that's fine. If I could get more in the UK, I would stock more at that price. At the price point it would take to import them to the UK, not a snowball's chance in hell. Absolutely none. Freeze-dried food, the best ones I've tasted so far has got to be Mountain House. But then again, I was selective in what I chose in terms of the cans, and they are hideously expensive. I mean, they're just really, really expensive. The benefit of these sort of things, they're buy and forget. So I've not tried the potato shreds, and I'll not be bursting a tin to do it either. So they do lots of different things. Butter powder, chopped onions, there's various meats and protein elements and things. So it really depends what you want, and also what you can afford, because it's an expensive way to prep, and it's pushing your time scale out for your prep. So short term stuff like say tins and things, by short term like a couple of years, 3 years, 4 years, something like that. They've got their place at the start. Then you've got wrap packs and things for convenience, but medium term storage, they've got their place. Then you've got long term stuff, which is basically buy and forget. You know, you spend a chunk of change on a tub, that's you, you've done your part, you put it in a cupboard and you forget about it. And I think that's where a lot of the popularity is, that folk will buy these things, stick them in a cupboard, and that's me, I've done my part, it's good. Because to be honest, you don't then need to worry about stock rotation and things and rotating into your pantry. But you do have to be concerned about water, because don't forget they're dehydrated. So you're going to need to have a reasonable water supply to rehydrate and consume. So there's things to consider, but for me, the price point for what I paid, when I go back to the States, I will buy more. I think they're valuable to have at that price point, but I would be reluctant to pay more than that, and I certainly wouldn't pay the prices in the UK for them, not at all. Let me know what you think. I'll answer any questions I can, and let's get a chat going in the comments. See you soon, folks. Stay safe. I'm not crazy, I'm a prepper.